Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Merina. I do mobile home living in a trailer park in Tennessee, and we are on our way to make our mobile home a mobile mansion. On this channel, I share my life, my homemaking, my life as a mom, a wife, a Jesus lover, but I also show us transforming our single wide and showing people you can live in a trailer happily. In today's video, we are finally tackling the long-awaited girls' bedroom makeover. This is the layout. It's very, very small, and as you can see here in the befores, I don't pre-clean my before shots or anything like that. I leave it as it is because it is real life over here, and I want you to see what we're really working with. If I were to show you it cleaned, then it would take double the work to get it cleaned before we just empty it out. So I'm showing you it as it was when we first started. It is crowded because they do have a lot of stuff, and along with this makeover, we are also going to be doing a major declutter because while the size of this room is very, very small for 2 kiddos, it's 6 of us living in the single wide, so we really have to utilize space, and we can't go crazy when it comes to toys and materialistic things. They have a lot, but they have too much. So we're going to be dwindling down the amount of stuff that they have. We're cleaning out the room to start with a clean slate. We're bringing everything to the living room, and when it gets to the living room, that's when I'll go through it in a separate video, and I'll determine what we keep and what we get rid of, with my girls' help, of course. I never go in there and do anything without my kiddos' permission because this is their area, and I take that very seriously. This is their comfort area in the house, their safe space, and I don't ever go in there and get to messing up stuff because I don't like nobody messing up my safe space. So we're clearing this out to get everything out of here so we can really focus on the actual makeover part of the room in this video. And in a following video, we will tackle what goes in the room and what does not ever go in the room ever again. Yeah. Ooh, hey guys.
Dude, is this Mama's?
What? Yep. She gave it to the kids. You remember it?
I do.
She gave the kids each one.
Oh my gosh. I remember hitting that when I would walk in. What is this? Remember the wire dudes, like they're robot fish?
Yeah.
It's a robot fish.
You're fascinated by this stuff in here.
Look, it says robo fish. Isn't it robotic?
Yep.
That is hilarious and so cute.
My brother needed something to do, so I recruited him for his help. Y'all will be seeing him quite a bit in the first part of this video.
Camera.
You're supposed to talk to them like they're people.
Watch out. Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, live stream. There we go.
Oh no.
Which way is this?
My head caught that. Oh my god.
You have to edit that out. I'm
What?
sorry.
What'd you do?
I didn't know anything about that.
What'd you do?
I want in here to get my pen.
Oh, I mean, I think they can look at you and pretty much tell you vape.
Yeah, I've had it. It's coffee. Look, it's a little jar of Vitafusion multivitamins. I don't know what this is, but it's blubbery.
So we've got all of this right here that's come out of the bedroom, and I'm going to go through it all because we're going through a massive declutter as well as a massive makeover of this room. There's too much stuff, not enough space.
Filled up the living room.
Show me.
How stinking cute is that?
Oh.
I'm obsessed.
So cool.
Oh,
It's
I
like
like
the
that.
mermaid. Oh, it's the mermaid.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast. Hold on. Princess. She's the one that had the hair that not hair that
Right.
come all the way down.
But I'm trying to explain the Disney princesses over here.
This is a girl that ate the apple.
Really?
Eve. It's Eve. I don't know who this
It's
is.
Eve?
Yeah. This is the one that cursed you all.
Or it could be Snow White.
Hey, I told you.
Wow, yeah. You gotta see that. Look, folks, that's a tiny butter knife.
Welcome to this one-way ride. We're all on it. Got to give it a go. All we got is hope. Don't you know? Wipe the floor of yesterday. You can change it anyway. And you're never alone, never alone. Doesn't matter what they say. Doesn't really matter what they do. Let go, baby, let me breathe it now. Let go, breathe it now. Doesn't matter where I go. Heart still open, cannot close. Let go, baby, let me breathe it now. Let go, breathe it now. Took my head out of the sand. We're all in it, better. Open your eyes, see the open sky. Don't you?
I'll just bring you a pizza. They're good about that. We do that all the time. Doesn't that model? You just call them and they have it ready for you.
Really? Oh, for real?
Yeah. I do that all the time.
Dude, they got the best pizza.
Doesn't really matter what they do. Let go, baby, let me breathe it now. Let go, breathe it now. Doesn't matter where I go. Heart still open, cannot close.
We got these brick panels. Help me do it.
They don't come this
listen.
little.
We got these brick panels throughout the rest of our house. I've done the by hand, made from scratch, joint compound and Scotch tape bricks. But in here, I wanted a more earthy feel, and that definitely gives it a more earthy feel in here. I love my made from scratch bricks in there. That will never
Why
change.
is this earthy?
But I don't know, just get that textured. I don't know. Antique. It's given antique. It's given Paris 1842. This doesn't usually come this size though.
So I was driving, and the wind was like, I wonder if those can come in tubes. And it went. Snap. I was out here trying to cause a 6-car pile up with my brick wall.
We're gonna have fun piecing these together because we're definitely not going to be going back with them on top of the car and then coming back with new ones on top of the car, even though you figured out how to tie them down, right? The second time.
Praying that the good Lord kept it on top of the car.
And your prayer life.
It was with them heavenly ropes that we made it here.
I'm done. Already done. Okay. This is going to be our accent wall. This is going to be the focal point where you walk in here and
Because we
you
could
see
have just
this.
gotten wallpaper.
No, it wouldn't be the same. It's got to have that.
That earthy texture. It's gotta feel like it's from Paris.
I have slowly built this room and it's been reconstructed 1,000 times. We started it, stopped it, started it, redone the things, done stuff, redone that stuff. It's been a whole thing. So we're starting out from scratch now. We've moved all the stuff out for the last time. I'm not moving nothing else back in here until it's completely done, and we're moving the finished product stuff in here. But we moved everything out, and we're going to start from scratch, and this time we're going to get it right the first time, and we're not going to go in and change things, right? We're going to have our mind made up now.
Yeah, okay.
I've got my mind made up. I've sat down. I've had Shane draw out plans. I've really brought the creativity out of my mind. We're doing everything made from scratch.
So,
We're doing everything made from scratch around here, so it's going to be interesting, but we got this. Are you done? Let's do the daggone
I don't
thing.
want to do this.
You got to say it. Let's do the daggone
I don't
thing.
want to do this daggone thing.
It's not the vibe I need right
Let
now.
somebody else do the daggone thing. I don't want to do this.
Let's do the daggone thing. Do it. Come on. All right. 1, 2, 3. No.
Hey.
If you love me.
Let's do this.
But you see right here where the ruggedness is? Can y'all see that? We're going to, look, a piece just came off. So, it's a good thing that what is it? German schmearing it. Or as close as German schmearing I can get. It's a good thing I'm doing that. That'll hide a lot of the imperfections. If I were just leaving this plain, there's no way we could use this and it'll look okay. But because we're covering it with some joint compound, German schmearing the easy way, it's going to be fine. This stuff is super flimsy. It's kind of cheaply made, but it's really pretty and it's easily scored, so that made this so easy. We just had to score it with a box cutter and then kind of pop it and it came apart just like that in a perfect seam.
This is the only brick wall we're putting up. This is called an accent corner.
This is where the mice come and chill. Is that a lounge area?
Yeah. We're gonna fix some little patio furniture. Maybe maybe set up, maybe give one a job as a barista.
Normally you would probably use alpha glue along with nails and a nail gun to hang this stuff, but I don't ever like doing that on mobile home walls. We don't ever use alpha glue over here, so we just nail it up really, really good.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around. But there's something about you I like.
She continues to be mean, I will turn her into clam chowder. Okay? Go tell.
That's a pretty wall.
You didn't see it.
Yes, I
You didn't.
Something about you I like. I get too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say.
I'm going to try an attempt at German schmearing. It's probably not even going to be actual German schmearing. I'm just going to do what I think looks good, and then if I mess up, fix it. I'm just using plain old good old joint compound for a cheap and easy way to do German smearing. Every time I say it, I want to say schmearing, but I just wipe it on there and get it in the grout really good, and then it got a little too white, so I went back in, and you'll see me go with a damp cloth, and I wash it down really good just so the bricks are more defined. When you use poly on this stuff with the joint compound, it darkens up anyway, so I didn't have to whitewash it a lot. I knew it would darken up more once I got the poly on there. Man, that's seamless.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty good at that now, ain't I?
Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Guess I'm just too scared to settle down. There'd be many nights I got too high and almost left town. But there's something about you. Something about you I like. About you I like. I get too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better.
Alright, so let me let me explain to you guys what we're doing. We got the LED lights up. Don't look good. Alright, let me break it down. So, living in a single wide trailer, 16 by 80 single wide trailer with 6 people is extremely hard when it comes to space. It's easy to be around these people all the time because they're my favorite people on the planet. But when it comes to space, space is really limited and storage is crucial. Crucial. So, we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And we're going to tackle both of those things in this makeover. We originally had bunk beds in both rooms. We still have some in the boys. We just took the girls' bunk beds out. Because there's literally no way you can have 2 standard twin size beds in these little rooms. My single wide looks like a double wide in the main living area because they made the living area so big and the kitchen and the dining room so big, but cut down on the bedrooms. These bedrooms are tiny. Bunk beds are not gonna last for forever though. I don't know how much longer we can make those bunk beds work. In here, it's very awkward because on either wall, either A, we're covering up the window, we're blocking the closet, or we're blocking the area where we walk in. So it's very odd with bunk beds. So while trying to make these things work, Shane and I got to brainstorming and I was like, what if we do custom beds? And so he actually drew a diagram and we were trying to figure out how we could put storage under those beds without just leaving an area to shove stuff under. We can actually have storage units that we can utilize to make it a little bit neater in here. Besides having this room look beautiful, what I really want to do is make sure it's organized and that everything in this room that comes back in this room has a home and it stays there. Back to the custom beds, we got some measurements down pat. We kind of had a visual of where we wanted it in the room, and Shane got to working on the wood measurements and I got to working on trying to find an alternative to a twin size mattress. Now there was toddler mattresses. This is going to be a while. This is hopefully going to last a while. So can you imagine my 14-year-olds one day on a toddler mattress? So while searching, researching, I found out that high density foam is actually used in a lot of the RVs for mattresses. And I was like, wait a minute. So your standard mattress, this isn't actually what the standard mattress should be right here. It's actually smaller. So this is about 4 inches right here, right? 4 to 5 inches. That's how wide. Your standard mattress is actually supposed to be between 10 and 12, I believe Google said. And that's for an adult and if you want it to be comfortable. So I found some high density foam and this stuff is like memory foam. This is 4 inches. They had the 5 inches, but they were out of the 5 inches, so this is 4. So what we're going to do in order to make it 8 inches, which should do even a teenager really good. These are comfortable. I've laid on them to test them. I'm not going to have my kids lay on anything that I haven't laid on before them and make sure that's comfortable and it's okay. So I've tested these, and if they can hold up my Lord honey and they can hold up my kids, what we're going to do is double these 4-inch ones to make an 8-inch memory foam, high density foam mattress. This is how we're getting our bed a custom size. We could have a custom mattress made, but that would be a fortune. This stuff was expensive in itself. I found this stuff at Joann Fabrics. These specific measurements are 24 inches wide, so 2 feet wide, and 5 feet long. It's perfect size for my kiddos, and like I said, that should do up until they're in their early teens. Then of course we'll have to figure something out, but the bunk beds wouldn't have lasted them that long either. So if this works out, I actually want to do something like this for the boys too, because Colton has already told me how much he loves this stuff. It's comfortable, y'all. Moving to the bed part, we're looking for sturability. That's the word.
Durability?
Sturability. Yeah, durability.
You said sturdability?
We want it sturdy
What
and
about
durable. We're wanting that first and foremost, being comfortable, of course, first and foremost, but as an added additional bonus thing, we want storage space. I've come up with a design that I'm hoping Shane can pull off. I have faith in you.
I can't.
I have faith in you.
I'm sorry.
Let's see if he can do it. I'll also make sure that I have the measurements for these
Wait.
beds for you guys in case you have a single wide, have a double wide, I don't know, have an RV, have a tent, I don't know, and you want to do something similar to this. I'll give you all of the measurements. That way if you do want to, you don't have to go through the hours of research and math Shane and I had to go through. Today. Look how it's not even moving underneath you.
Yeah, it's
like it's forming to your body.
It's very comfortable. Now, let me try it on my back.
We should get one of those. I wonder if you could use it as a mattress topper.
I'm sure you probably could. It's very refreshing on my back. Hi, y'all.
I hear one of our kids, they just said cha-cha-cha.
These pieces here are just a little over 5 feet right here. This is part of the frame. This is part of the frame. And this is at 25 inches. That way the wooden frame isn't like smashing into the mattress. There's a little bit of playroom
Like
in there.
my gut in a girdle.
The slats are 24 3/4 inches. And then the frame parts that the slats will go on are 5 feet as well.
So the same as the frame.
Yeah.
And we haven't done the legs or the cubby holes yet.
No. Cubby holes, I can't get the measurements for those until I have the bed made.
Anytime Shane and I do a mobile home makeover, we always sit down and we talk about what we want to do. I usually tell him what I want, kind of design it in my brain, and he puts it on paper because he's the more visual one of us. So this is what it looks like on paper. This is exactly what we're going for when it comes to the beds, down to the measurements, how they're going to look, the angles, and everything. These beds are completely custom because we could not find any mattresses that would fit in this room without them being toddler mattresses, and toddler mattresses are super flimsy and they would just fall flat if the girls laid on them at their weight now. So I needed to find something that was going to be really durable, that they would be comfortable on, but would still give them enough room in their room to be comfortable and not feel like they're crowded like a sardine in a can of sardines.
I had to go back and reframe it because I accidentally put this on the outside when it was supposed to go on the inside, which messed up my whole thing. So now slats go in like they're supposed to.
So we had to, these had to be on the outside of that, right? Not on the inside like we
Correct.
had them. Okay. Oh, that was such a good idea, wasn't it? Thank you. Good job, Merina. I can't believe it actually worked because this was just an idea I pulled out of my rear end. So I'm feeling pretty cool right now. Good thing about it is Joann's will literally cut this for you. They use like, it's almost like an electric knife, like a jigsaw kind of thing. They can cut it for you so you don't have to cut it yourself, which is a huge plus. We are using these, what are these, tabletop kind of things?
No, these are made for cabinets.
We use, really?
Yeah, these are straight up cabinet pieces.
Didn't we use those for the bookshelf?
This is exactly what we used. This is
in our room?
exactly what we used.
But we used it as the countertop too.
Yeah, this is what we used for the top.
So this is what we used in the built-in. This is how thick they are. We're going to put these on the bottom of the bed underneath the slats because that's what's going to surround our built-in area under the bed. Remember I said we were maximizing storage? This is how we're doing that.
So I'm going to put a third, what would you call this?
Giant toothpick.
Giant toothpick. I'm going to put a third giant toothpick here. And that's just so that when I put
those things,
the cubbies on the bottom, A, I'll have something else to attach it to, but B, it will allow it to lay flat. Because the cubbies only go to right here.
Yeah, they
Like,
don't go all the way over.
They only go right here.
They're 12 inches deep, right?
Yeah, they're 12 inches deep.
Okay, so the cubbies are 12 inches deep and they only go, what, 3/4 of the way back? Which is why we have to put legs as well.
Yeah, and that's also only for this one. The cubbies that go on here are going to be the full 5 foot. The cubbies that go on this one are only 33.5 inches.
Because we're merging them.
Yes, because the beds will be connected.
So let me give them a better look because I really want to be thorough about showing you guys how we're doing this. in case you guys want to do this, and I'll also put measurements up on the screen at some point here in the video, but see how this isn't flush? If we were just to lay it on top of this, there would be a gap.
It'd be like this, like here it is, and it would be doing that.
So it'd be a seesaw. So he's adding this because this is the same thickness as these, and he'll be able to lay it on top of it, and it won't be seesawing, and he'll have extra security.
The main reason for this is I want the cubby holes to actually be part of the bed. It's part of the bed, so when you move the bed,
That was my only stipulation to the bed, right?
Yep.
When I designed it, I said, I don't want the cubby holes to be removable. I want them a part of the bed. They're going to be cornered and attached.
These are thick boys, okay? These boys here are going, like, they hold up anything. Obviously, you've seen my room. They hold up.
We have them all over our built-in.
Yeah. I'm going to build the cubbies separate and then attach them to the beds. This will also, once I attach the cubby to the beds, I will then see how much space I need for legs.
Because this is so expensive, we were able to get the outside of the cubby holes out of it and the dividers in the cubby holes. So this is the part that we cut off of this one, and we're going to be using this for the dividers. That way nothing's wasted and we saved money by using scrap. While making sure that they were super comfortable and had enough space, we also really need to think about storage, because if we didn't think about storage, it was just going to get crowded up in here again. So that's why we have so many outlets in the room now for us to store stuff in. That way everything has a home and they know exactly where to get whatever they need. While I was sanding and painting and sealing the bed, Shane got started on the floating shelves that I wanted. I wanted them a specific way. I wanted them very thick, and this is the layout he came up with. He outdid himself with these. They came out even better than I could have ever wanted them. I was blown away when I saw the finished product. I told him he did his best work on this makeover, hands down. Alright, so I have Pacific, like the Pacific Ocean. I have specific shelves that I wanted to go up in the girls' rooms because I want them to be floating shelves, but I want thick old floating shelves. Well, Shane made me some, and how he made them was similar to how we made our fireplace mantle. I've got to sand them down and paint them. I'll probably paint them after we get them hung up, honestly. Just put some painter tapes around there. But they're like boxes, like little, look, they almost look like plant boxes that you would set outside. Shane, you could make me some of these plant boxes to go outside. Yeah. Oh, ooh, I got ideas for the summer. What it is he makes a box like this, however thick you want them, or thin you want them, however you want them shaped, a box. So you got one piece on this side, an identical piece on the bottom side, two pieces on this side, and then a piece on that far side in there, but it needs to be missing this back piece, and I'll show you why in a second. So all in all, this has 2, 4, 5 pieces, and it's just kind of, see how it's screwed together with wood screws? It's just kind of screwed together so that it's stable. Like I said, I still got to sand this down and paint it to match the bed, but we're going to show you how to hang it real quick because it is a little tricky. And I mean, not really, but if you don't have any experience in shadow boxes or floating shelves or anything like that, it can seem a little tricky. So let me show you how Shane's doing it. Step 1 is get some of the battens off. I don't want to remove the battens in my house because I don't mind them. They don't get in my way unless I'm trying to hang a picture or something, and then they get kind of annoying. But I don't ever want to hide the fact that I live in a trailer, and removing the battens are the signature piece in a trailer. So you look in my house and you know it's a trailer because of the battens. So, and I don't want to change the fact that I don't want it to look like I don't live in a trailer, because I don't mind living in a trailer. I love living in a trailer. So I leave my battens up, so because I don't like taking my battens down, we just end up usually carving an area out of whatever we're putting up there. So these shelves aren't going to be moving. They're going to be attached to the wall for a very, very long time. So in order to get them attached to the wall at the length that I want them, because I want to have 2 and they're going to be fairly long on this side, and they're actually going to come over here on the brick. We've got to caulk that corner right there real quick. But because these are going up there and they're going to be up there for a while, because I don't get rid of my battens, I have to etch out areas like that in the battens, and I don't mind doing that. I don't mind Shane doing that. Floating shelves can seem a little tricky, and they are until you get the science, I guess you could say, down to it. Floating shelves just give the illusion that they're floating on the wall. So you have to have something for the shelf itself to grab around, I guess you would say. So you make something like this that have little like 2x4s or little pieces of wood that can go inside the perfect measurement to the edge on the inside of the shelf, and you screw it into those pieces, and that's what it grabs onto, and that's what gives it the illusion that it's floating. It's tricky at first, but like I said, once you get the science down to it, it's relatively easy, and he got done with the second one so fast. This is the first time, other than our mantle, that we've really dealt with floating shelves, but because he did the built-in in our kitchen, dividing our kitchen from our living room, our beams and everything, he already had experience in doing this kind of work, like almost a shadow box kind of woodwork, so he did really good with those. I'm painting these with the white chalk paint. Everything white in here was done with white chalk paint, and everything I painted with white chalk paint, I put at least 4 coats of poly on it. Honestly, I should have probably done more, especially on heavily trafficked stuff like the beds, and I may go back in and do a couple more of coats if I think it's necessary, but it's smooth to the touch. It's super cleanable so that I can wipe it down without it taking anything off or without it messing up the paint or anything. So there is a pretty thick layer of poly that's on there. If I do see it's becoming an issue though, I'll go back and I'll do some more. 4 coats of poly is how many I usually use on furniture and stuff. Now, I used to not use nearly enough, and my furniture would get messed up as soon as I started doing anything with it. I didn't use enough poly, so it would get messed up. But recently, I you know, you learn, you live and you learn, and I've learned that the more coats of poly, the better. in some instances. So I did do 4 coats on the window sills, on the door, on the shelves, on the bed, on the cubby holes. All of that has 4 coats of poly on top of 3 coats of chalk paint. While I was painting, Shane got to caulking. He is the master when it comes to caulking. He does it so well. I can't do it. Like, I don't know, my fingers just aren't coordinated or something. But caulking makes the area look seamless. And like I said, you live and you learn. And beforehand, I would say, oh, caulking is a waste of time. No, it's not. It makes it look so seamless, so finished. You'll see in these cracks, it looks really just like rugged, I guess you could say. Once the caulk hits those cracks and it fills them up and it just smooths it out, it looks like such a clean finish. Before anybody asks, I know the comment's coming. It's on its way. I can feel it a mile away. Yes, that is poly in a turkey roasting pan. I had a lot of stuff left over from Thanksgiving, guys. I needed to use it. Shane's just adding a leg to this corner just for extra support because these beds are going to be attached, and the front face of the bed does have the cubby holes to support it as well as the other wood, and then them being attached even provides more support. But because this one's shoved up in a corner, he wanted something in that corner, just like a small something just to stabilize it. And if you guys ever want to know what's behind the music you're hearing right now, listen.
Favorite experiences with the current game was the fact that it was so hard, but once I started mastering how it was meant to be played, it was no longer hard, it was now just challenging.
Right.
And because that was the thing, I was like, you never realize how much work a developer will put into their game if you don't experience the full what they've meant for it, right? All about why people love these books, right? And that's what I did with those. Any other time, it's normal mode. Sometimes hard mode scares me, I'm just like, no, I ain't touching that. Like Ragnarok, when I played it recently, the normal mode was challenging enough, so I couldn't even imagine hard mode on it. And I was like, yeah, I'm not touching that hard mode with a 50-foot pole. But it was the fact that, like, in 7 Remake, so you have materia, right? And materia is that's your skills. That's the things you're able to do, like your moves, your healing ability, whatever it is, you equip them into your weapons. And you only have so many slots, right? So you have to manage materia constantly in that game, right? And the thing that I liked about it was, I got through normal mode by, like, just equipping my favorite materia and just playing the game. When I tried that on hard mode, it was not fun. I was getting killed left and right, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? And then you start learning that certain materia synergizes better with others. You equip it, but it's not just about, like, you'll have 4 slots. If you equip it in the first slot and put something beside it, you're only getting half the results. Synergy literally means 2. I figured out, you stick that in the middle and put 2 materials on either side of it, it's now making the best of those 2, connected to it. And I was like, oh. And that's something that you're not taught in normal mode, right? Because I had to really manage that, right? Can we move that up just a little bit? Okay, how's that? And the thing, here, the thing that I really liked was how, so in Ragnarok, they had secret bosses, right? These secret bosses were straight up awful. Awful, they were so hard.
Why were they awful?
They were difficult. Literally, one of them, her name's Gná, and she,
That's a name?
yeah, she's the queen of the Valkyries. And
What's a Valkyrie?
Valkyries, in Norse mythology, they are these night ladies that have big bird wings on their backs, right? Yeah. And this chick, murders me.
She has wings.
This chick murders me over and over and over and this is normal mode, right?
Yeah.
So, Final Fantasy VII Remake has a secret boss, and his name's Weiss. He's a secret soldier. And he is just as hard as that chick that I just mentioned, if not harder. But he is not accessible in normal mode. He is only accessible in hard mode. I beat that sucker, right? But that was only because I had to really learn the system in that game. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I only got as far as I did because I remember I was getting on various, like, Reddits and stuff like that, where people were, like, coming together and, like, okay, listen, like, when you do this, you gotta think about, you know, equipping this item, or putting this material on this item and stuff like that, and, like, it really helped me, but, like, I didn't want to just, like, copy people's loadouts, so I was actually looking it up, and, like, people were, there were some people that they were explaining, like, you know, you put this on, and this is going to buff these stats, but debuff these stats, and this is you out.
Why does my underarm smell like onion rings? Look, don't it smell like Sonic onion rings?
It does have, maybe not necessarily onion rings, it's got the, their grease smell.
What in the world?
You smell like a Sonic French fry.
My body roasts myself. She's way curious.
Hey.
Whoa!
What?
Duck.
Where?
Duck.
Quack.
No, Shane. Look at the mountains, y'all. Look how pretty. Ooh, they're so purple today. It's not really pulling up on camera, but man, they're so pretty.
Oh, one of my biggest pet peeves is, unfortunately,
Seams.
when you get wood from Lowe's, they don't always come not warped. So right here is a perfect example of where this was kind of inward warped. So we have like this line right here, and as you can see, it's not so much the case over here. So how we're going to get around that, because I don't want this to be seen, I don't want it to look like junk. So we're going to take this trim I got trim to go all around the entire L-shaped bed here, and it's going to go right here all the way around. And what that's going to do is that's going to mask it. So even though you still see this, you're going to see it over here too, but it's going to give off the illusion that, oh, there's nothing different. It's the same all the way around.
In these shelves, Shane wrote a little letter to us and like put it on the inside so you can't see it. So in here, I wrote a little prayer, and I'm going to write a little prayer on that one so that, you know, they know that if they ever get scared, they can just lift up their mattress and see that the blood of Jesus, baby, covers them. Start again. I found me a new best friend on TikTok. We're singing together right now. She just don't know it.
Take it back home, yeah. Hello, sister, what have you done?
Hey, little sister, you say all they want.
I've been away for so long. I've been away for so long. I left you go for so long.
It's a nice day to start again.
Come on.
It's a nice day for a white wedding.
Nothing's sure in this world. Nothing's sure in this world. Love is something like in this world. Start again.
Feeling it.
It's a nice day to start again.
I love this girl.
Nice day for a white
She's a vampire pirate. Y'all see? She's a vampire pirate. I'm literally telling her I want to be her best friend. I love people like this. They just have fun and love life.
Thinking that we almost had it all. Because I had it all.
Rolling in the deep.
Rolling in the deep.
Good job. That was awesome,
Sorry for the
girl.
band. I am overheating
That
right now.
was awesome.
The hat makes it a little bit warmer than I thought. I never really knew that you dance like this.
Make a man want to speak Spanish.
How many people are in there?
There is 496 of us.
You make a woman go mad. So be wise and keep on.
Reading the sound of the mama. I'm running tonight. My head's so light. I'm starting to feel this way. Red time. We knew there was going to song. You see, baby, this is perfection.
Oh boy, I can see your body moving.
Half animal, half man. Don't really know what I'm doing. Seem to have a plan. I'm doing everything. And I'm not here. Hey, no one knocks me aside. Sugar little big baby. I've been trying to talk to her too. I've been leaving comments like, can we please be best friends? But she's not seen them. There's like 400 of us in here right now. Oh, yeah.
Ladies, sing! Not I'm looking, I see, and I just say it, and then I can't but I see. So my Spanish is bad. Yeah, she's so sexy, I've been not fantasy, a refugee.
Oh, she's rapping.
Refugee in a third world country. I go back like a packer.
Yeah.
Learn the whole club jazzy.
You know when the tape comes off, it's about to go down in the decorating department. Shane the greenery goddess.
Let what belongs to Caesar.
Wait.
What is it that
Why
Jesus
you call him
says?
Jesus?
Because I'm wearing the Caesar thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
My spokesperson for the podcast.
Tune into the Fearfully Created podcast. We learn just as much as you do.
The girl sheets, the blankets, the throw blankets, all of that on Amazon. Anything from Amazon I will link down below. Anything I can link I will link down below. A lot of things I found on clearance at places and places like Ross and TJ Maxx and stuff, but this bedding is from Amazon. I did, however, find this pillowcase at Five Below. It was a little bit difficult to mesh two of my girls' two favorite colors together because one of them asked for coral and the other asked for a like blush pink, and those are on two separate sides. So coral is kind of like orangey based pink, and a blush is more so like a cooler based pink, you know what I'm saying? Like, or the coral is a little bit more warmer than the blush, and usually warm colors and cool colors don't really mesh the best together, especially when they have different colors as their bases. But I think I got the amount of things I need to kind of incorporate both of those colors and kind of mesh them together so that they both have what they want. That was a little bit hard though. Thankfully on Amazon I found stuff like this that had both a corally based color in it and a blushy based color in it to kind of like bring everything together. It was really hard finding stuff like this that had both of the colors in it, but it wasn't impossible. I did find a few things that kind of brought everything together. Well, I'm hoping it will bring everything together. I don't know if it brought everything together yet or not because I don't have it all up, but we're hoping it'll bring everything together. It's really hard to shop based on colors on Amazon, but I'm pretty proud of myself because I found these, right? And these go perfectly with the cream blanket, the pinky blushy, it's a little bit lighter, but it's the same color, like blushy pink, and then the more corally based color. Pretty daggone good. The pillowcases, the fluffy pillowcases, I found at Five Below, and they match identical to the rug that goes in here, which I found on discount at Ollie's. It is the softest rug on the planet. I saw this little peach colored, light coral colored canopy on Amazon and thought that would make the perfect little reading nook. My girls love reading, they love coloring and stuff, and I just thought it'd be a cute little hideaway for this corner. This corner was lacking anyway, so I was like, okay, we're gonna do that. And I found pillows like this, like I was telling you, at Ross. A lot of the pillows are between Clarence and Ross. I love these. Where did I get these? Hobby Lobby? Yeah, I got these at Hobby Lobby. And I got these at Hobby Lobby on clearance for $4, as well as these at Hobby Lobby on clearance for $4. Shane, that's stinking cute. Look. I got this for 50% off, 40 or 50% off at Hobby Lobby because it's the spring collection. I thought it was really pretty, and it had those corally and blush colors that I was needing really bad. Most pillows I found on clearance or at stores, like put the Christmas pillow, utilizing it. It helps keep storage down. If I can reuse these pillows and stuff to keep from having to store them until next season, then that helps me a lot. My kids are like watching something so loud. Most of the pillows come from clearance sections or stores like TJ Maxx, Ross, and stuff like that. This, I think this and the 2 heart pillows are the only ones that didn't come from places like that, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, yeah, this one and the 2 heart one, the only 2 that didn't come discounted or on clearance or from one of those stores. The 2 hearts ones came from Hobby Lobby. This pillowcase came from Amazon. It fits this Christmas pillow perfectly. So that's one less Christmas pillow I have to find somewhere to store. Voila! The peachy coral color and this blush pink is looking pretty good together. I got some of this from the Hobby Lobby, and I got some of these from the Hobby Lobby to spell out my girls' nicknames. And I'm just going to use this to cover this to make them kind of fancy so they're not like little cardboard letters. Looks so good, don't it? Shane's admiring the lot. The cubby situation has changed a little bit, so I've got to work with what I have. What I have are 3 really expensive cubbies that I bought off of Amazon, because I started out with 3 cubby holes. Then I went to 6 cubby holes, so I bought 6 coral cubby holes, and then it went up to 9 cubby holes, so I bought 9 taupe cubbies, and then now we're at 18. So all that together makes 18, but I gotta figure out how to make it work and how to make it work aesthetically. I did get these taupe ones. They're kind of cool. They have like this little circle thing, makes them a little bit different. Got these storage bins at Walmart. They're mainstays. I got these at Walmart too. They're mainstays, and they've got this little circle too to make them different, and they're the coral color, the exact coral color we're using in this room. That was by chance. And then lastly, we have these that I got off Amazon. All the stuff I can link will be linked down below. But why did 2 just fall out of this? I have 2. I didn't buy 3 of these. That's why they were so expensive. I bought 6. Right? Did I? Oh, God bless America, I did. I bought 6 of them. I thought this was just 3. It's 6. Alright, here's the rug I found at Ollie's almost a year ago. This is what really sparked this color scheme. I found out that the girls liked this color while we were there. Snagged it, and then we just built off of that. It is the softest rug on the planet. It's also a big old rug. Right here, I got them this at Hobby Lobby for their bowls, but not their bowls, not like their cereal bowls, their bows, so that way, because it has little hooks on it, so that they can hang their, hang yarn from there and then hang their bows from the yarn, kind of like the one that they already had, just updated one to go with their color scheme, and then this will go above it. Kind of a lot for the door, but I can't use this wall like I was going to because we have future plans for that wall. It's just out of the budget for this video. I maxed my budget out for this video. I ain't went over budget though, that's good. I also shopped Hobby Lobby for the girls stuff whenever they had the Valentine's Day stuff out. I think they still do, but a lot of these like pink X's and O's and stuff is timeless for a little girl's room. Love signs, that's timeless for a girl's room. So I snagged that stuff while they had it out for Valentine's Day. That came in handy. I also found little stuff like this at Ross because they had their Valentine's Day stuff out too. The pillow that's on their bed that has the heart on it with little fringes, that's from Ross too. That was in their Valentine's Day section. And then I found this beauty at Cracker Barrel. We had a gift card and we were like, oh, let's go in here and eat. And I saw these and I was like, oh, they're beautiful. And they weren't as expensive as you would think they would be considering it was Cracker Barrel. I looked at this and I was like, that's 60 bucks. There ain't no way I can afford that. Not for no fake roses. You gotta be roses that live forever for me to pay 50 bucks for you. But it's actually $19.99. So still kind of pricey, but considering it's Cracker Barrel and it's really nice. I love the colors. Colors go perfectly in here. It's flowers, which girls love. It lights up. So I think it was worth it. Look how pretty. It's like a little flower tree. Odd, but beautiful. Honestly, it's kind of made cheap now that I opened it. Dang it! These things are a pain in the butt. I got this at the Hobby Lobby and these sparkly ones at the Hobby Lobby. I like this garland because you can make it how you want it. You can space them apart or push them together because they're felt. And now for the fun part. Open them.
Wow!
He starts pilfering.
Look at your area.
That's a little like area for you to like read or play your switches or something.
I
Just
love
relax.
it. I love it. It looks so cozy.
It does look cozy, doesn't it? You like it, baby?
Yeah. It's cool. I love everything.
Look at your pictures.
Is that why I saw cornhole or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I love it.
What y'all think of the beds?
Maybe you
I
think
love
about
it.
Are they comfy?
Yeah.
That's a wrap. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I hope y'all have a blessed morning, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Know that I love you, but
Jesus, he loves you so much more. We
I'll
all
see y'all
said that
later.
for different times.